low. So they've been doing progressively better. So we took our mask and we wore them in restaurants. We didn't go to a lot of restaurants though, but we went to an outdoor restaurant in McKinney, Texas. And everybody kind of looked at us like we were the weirdos because we had our mask on. But I just told the kids, I'm like, we're going to wear them to our seat. It's fine. And then we went to this place in Galveston that's like an aquarium. And which we were fine. It was pretty open spaces, but then we sat down to start like a 4D movie and they had us wait and they just crammed us all in this line. And I was like, put your mask on. My kids are like, why? I'm like, do it now. I'm like, this makes me uncomfortable. We were like this close to everybody. And I'm like, we have to stand in line for like 20 minutes. Put your mask on.
Well, it's interesting because there are a lot of folks in the Denver area are still wearing it.
Yeah.
We went to an outdoor garden center and I would say 75% of the people in the
Yeah.
Even an outdoor garden center.
Well, you know, it was outdoor and
yeah.
And my daughter's fiance has breathing problems occasionally.
Yeah, so it's just be safe, yeah.
Why wouldn't you wear it?
Yeah.
Good morning. Do I have this on? I think I do. And that's on. Let's see. It's been a minute, so if you can't hear me, let me know. I think I got everything correctly done. Hopefully. No, I think Mike, and we didn't feel, we had our own Airbnb and we never stay in the busy part of Galveston when you come in with all the hotels. We stay on the east side, which is like Indian Beach, Jamaica Beach, which is essentially dead because usually you either own the house, you know. So it was really nice because there was maybe, which is so funny, there was this woman coming down from one of the houses right off of the pier. And so I could tell she was struggling. She was by herself. And I said, can I help you with that stroller? And she's like, I was going to ask you, but I felt weird. I'm like, don't ever feel weird. I'll help. And I was like, you have your hands full. So I bring her down. They were identical twins, but the twin in the stroller was severely handicapped. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, they're so cute. And she was like, they're twins. And I said, oh, my husband's an identical twin. So my husband runs up to the beach to help us. And they were from Lawrence.
Oh my God.
I was like, what a small world, right? What are the odds? I know. She's like, well, now I see why you were so eager to be helpful. I said, well, I think that's just my personality, but if you're struggling, you shouldn't just watch people struggle. You should at least offer to help. We're going to use weights and ball.
Well, thank
The
you.
three's okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Great, thanks.
I choose one.
Yeah, you get to choose your own ball.
Let's see what goes with my ensemble today. Green always goes with everything.
Purple. K-State Pro. Oh, well, you're a KU girl, but you know.
What do you want?
All my family shop.
That's right. Thank you, Lana. Hi, Jane. Good morning. You have now sound. Okay, good. Thank you. Oh, sorry. I had an issue. I needed my husband's help this morning. I was trying to call him. Hey, sorry. I'm getting ready to teach class. Yeah. Did you get my text?
Maybe they forgot. There's only one day here in this class this week.
Do what? Yes, and a pair of undergarments.
Well, it's with just one day.
There are yoga pants in my I think it's the third drawer in that big dresser, and there should be a pair of like bluey green ones. If you can't find those, then there's blue ones that look like blue and white snaky, but I'd prefer the green ones. The green ones are kind of bluey green, and they're longer pants.
Got an Airbnb about 3 blocks from where my son and his family live.
Yep.
We just decided that was...
Please and thank you. And I'm gonna unlock my car. My car's right out front, in front of the center. Like towards...
Turned into a Zoom classroom.
The center's on 4th Street, right on the corner of...
4 and 6. And
I don't know what street that is, but
so I'm sure.
right across from the mall, and there's that stoplight, and there's apartment complexes across from the center.
You know, I'm sure.
And you'll see my car, it's parked next to a white car
It really is hard to
right out front.
2 weeks with a family.
Well,
Okay, I appreciate you more than you know, and I'm gonna unlock it.
I mean, we'll be there 6 days, but that's a long enough.
Babe, do you think that this was ideal?
Own downtime place.
Well, yeah, it is, because the chaos level is fairly high. And, you know, we get.
Okay, I appreciate you. Thank you. Bye.
That's for sure.
Sorry.
Sorry, we're out more here. Golly.
I know. Oh, it is time to start. My bad. Good golly. Sorry, I had a woman emergency, and so my husband's trying to help me, and he was cranky about it. But I was like, well, no, I'm good. But I was just like, can you just help out? All right, we're ready to start, aren't we? Thank you everyone for being so patient. We were thinking maybe more would join, but as you said, maybe they thought I wasn't going to be here again. So,
Sure about, because I can ride down.
yeah, no, you're fine. We are going to keep your ball close for your warm up. Just put it in your chair. And we're going to start with just some nice big or little, depending on how you're feeling this morning. Roll out those shoulders. Yeah, I wasn't really sure if people would remember that I was back, or you know how it is. This summer,
This week has been really confusing.
oh, I'm sure. And did anyone come while they had it set up on the,
I was out of town.
yeah, and I think there were others too that were out of town. That's the hard thing.
To be gone.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, really nicely to not only be on vacation, but then the Memorial weekend, let's switch directions, to just have a little even longer, because usually, you know, when you come back from vacation, it's just right back into, and I was like, no, I got to just really be with the family and just kind of come back down after a vacation, because coming back was not so much fun. Let's roll out that neck. We got stuck in a really bad storm in Oklahoma City. Tornado watch, flash flood, thunderstorm warning, and us and about 30 people had to pull over on the side of the road. So a 14-hour drive turned into about 17. So we didn't get home until midnight. And I was like,
What day was this?
Thursday, well, technically Friday, we got back super early in the morning, and I was just like, oh my goodness. And my,
We were stuck in one on Wednesday out of Hades.
oh really? Yeah.
Pretty scary.
It was. I wanted to stop and get a hotel. My husband's like, I think if we just get through, I'm like, we're not playing God with the weather. Like, you know, and Oklahoma, I know it's silly. He's like, you and tornadoes. I'm like, they always seem to get hit. It's always Oklahoma that seems to get hit with them. So I just don't want to have any part of it. Let's take our arm across our body for a nice stretch. Friends at home, if you do not have a ball, you could use like a pillow, and obviously you don't have to use anything at all. We're just going to do some fun stuff with it, but option to not have it. Let's take that arm, give yourself a pat on the back, either just lifting it here. I feel like you can't really see me, friends at home. I'm sorry. When I'm standing. So yeah, we were just so thankful to be home safely. And my 5-year-old was a champ. He really was. He was probably the best behaved out of all of them, honestly. So, yeah, so they were just happy to be out. And like you said, it was very liberating. Feel like normal humans. Take that up, give yourself a pat on the back, and feel like normal humans for a little bit. We were supposed to start swim lessons yesterday, and the country club didn't announce anything, and it was freezing yesterday. So I wrote on their board, I'm like, what's happening today? And they're like, oh, we leave it up to the parents' discretion. Oh, well, then we're not coming, because I'm like, it's freezing. So I was like, we'll reschedule today's lesson. I'm like, they could get sick. It had been raining, and I don't know if they heat there. I don't know. So I was like,
It was a cold month of May.
especially I'm like, my 12-year-old could have rallied, but my 5-year-old, I'm like, No, we're not doing that. All right, we're gonna warm up our heels here. So we're gonna step behind our chair and just warm up those heels and you don't have to use your chair, but we're gonna start right here. Beautiful. And now today starts my new schedule at Orange Sky. I teach right after this a bar class over across the way. That was the other reason I needed my husband's help, because I'm like, I don't have any time in between, so I need you to help. And he works right over here, so he's close. Nice job. Keep squeezing at the top. Let's do 4 more, and then we're gonna hold our last one, just hold it at the top for just a couple of minutes. Seconds, not really minutes. And hold, and maybe just a little pulse or just hold, whatever you choose. Nice job. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, those calves start to cramp when you hold it. All right, we're just gonna take our arms out with our legs. So almost like we're doing a jumping jack, but we're gonna step. I did a spin class last night for the first time in probably 2 weeks. And our teacher, she's older than I am, and she was doing stuff that I was like, I'm not doing that. She was doing these jumping jacks where you come up, I can't even do it, and you jump up, and I was like, no, I don't do jumping anymore. I spent way too many years jumping, which is why my feet hate me so much. So I'm like, I was doing this. I'm like, nope, I'll step. And then she laughed and said, am I the only one jumping? And no one else was doing the jumping. I'm like, because it's crazy. I'm like, nobody's gonna do it. 3, 2, and 1. Let's put our hands on our hips, just kind of stretch out those hips. You can take this pretty slow, pausing each time you come around here. Make sure I haven't missed anyone coming on. Yeah, I think this one is a really good stretch. It is a nice one.
I never was good at hula hoop, but I love this one.
Nice big breathing. And then when you get back to your standing point, just switch directions with those hips. I'm gonna turn my chair actually, because I feel like since it's just you 3 girls, we're gonna turn this way. So I feel like I can see everyone, and everybody at home can see me. Just shift.
I was just standing back here.
I know, I'm like I just putting you in the corner here, not nice. I was actually able to get coffee this morning and make it here on time. But I had to go to 2 different places. I was like, oh, Rodina's has been killing me lately. I can't even ever get in there. And I like to go there, I like to do local versus Starbucks, but I just had to go where I could get in. All right, last thing we're gonna do here for this warm up, we're gonna take our hands, it's like we're climbing a ladder almost, so pulling, lifting those legs, and you don't have to lift them super high. Lift them to wherever feels comfortable for you this morning. Let's scoop this back even further here. Nice job. Inhaling as that leg comes up, exhaling as you release. Nice job. 5, 4, let me take that back. We are going to do one more thing. That's what instructors are famous for, right? Wait, one more thing. All right, release. Just walk it out. That's what I want you to do. Shake it out and make this as loosey-goosey as you want to with those shoulders. Whew. It's warm in here. It's humid, right? I feel like the humidity level is like crazy. But I say that, and it was crazy in Texas as well. So the first day we got there was the only day we had bad weather. It was cloudy, and the kids still at 5 o'clock, because the humidity was so high, they were like jumping in the water, and I was like, all right. Nice big inhales and exhales. Nice work. All right, we're gonna do a final little stretch here. We've done this before. Just take your foot up on your chair, stretch out that calf, little bend in that knee, keeping it nice and safe. And slowly release. We'll switch the other side. Nice job. Yep, up on that, yep. Beautiful work, everyone. All right, we're gonna take our ball this morning. We're gonna start pretty slow. So to start, I just want you to pull it and push it in. But put some pressure on your ball, and you can hold it like this if this feels better than doing this. Whatever feels good. But a little bit of a push on it here. If you don't have a ball at home, friends, anything that you can add some resistance to, you could, honestly. We could do this. You could turn your weight this way and push it this way. This is more fun, but I don't know if they have balls at home. You could use anything, really. Pillow could work too. All right, so now we're gonna add on. So we're gonna add this little squeeze here, squeeze out. In, squeeze, so you're pausing, squeeze, and squeeze. Nice job. A little bit of work here. Nice job. Beautiful. Breathing. Nice work. 2 more. And release. Sneaky ball, huh? We were gonna use the bands today, and I thought you guys like the ball so much. We'll do the bands. Have you done the little bands in here before? Just the big ones? So the little ones, that's why I wanna work up to those. Those are a little harder, but they work intensely your arms real quick. And I know the bigger ones can be easier, right? Because you have bigger range of motion, but the littler bands force us to work with that tiny range of motion, so they're good too. Okay, so now we're gonna add on. We're gonna take our hips back as we take the ball forward. So sink those hips back like you're sitting in a little chair. Keep working to pull that core back. So it's important to inhale as you go down, exhale, push through those heels. Nice job. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful. 4, we're gonna hold it low. 3, at your edge, wherever that is. 2, hold it, bring that ball in, and just little teeny pulses on that ball. Beautiful. Work for it. I know this burns right here. Squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Grab a drink. None of you brought, oh, I was like, who brought water? Come on now. Grab a drink.
Too many other things to do.
Whew, nice work. All right. You can do this at home without a ball. We're going to use our ball. So you're going to put your ball right here, and you're going to use your chair. So to start, we're just going to do those heel raises. So if you're at home and you don't have a ball, you can do this without it. And just lift. Nice job. Now we're going to add a little combo, is what I like to call it. So as you come up, hold, squeeze the ball, and then release. So come up, we'll squeeze on that ball, come down. Nice job. Up and down. If you want to balance like she's doing, you can do that, maybe one hand, but don't feel like you have to. Hello. Nice job. 3, we're gonna hold it again. Remember, we held it at the beginning. We're gonna hold it again, and we're just gonna squeeze into that ball. So hold and just squeeze, tiny squeezes, squeeze those thighs together. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. If you need a break by taking the ball out, because sometimes holding that ball there. These ones are, I'm used to, ours at the gym are a little bit more, yeah, these are pretty tight. So I would, that's why I think it's good you have those ones. These ones get no give to them. It's important to have a little bit of give, but you know, you work with what you got. So we're gonna move on. So we're gonna do that again, but this time we're gonna add on. So we're gonna come up, squeeze on the ball, then drop the heels, sit back in that squat. So up and up, just like we started, down. And if you're at home and you don't have a ball, same thing, you just don't have the ball. So every time you're kind of stopping for a moment, stop, squeeze, come up, squeeze, down, squeeze. Nice job. Beautiful. Oh, I know. And 3 more. We're gonna hold it at the bottom. Nice job. Hold it at the bottom and just squeeze on that ball. If you're at home, just tiny squeezes in. You don't need the ball necessarily. Beautiful. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Breathe, breathe. Grab a drink. Doing those squeezes on the ball, sometimes they're just make your heart rate go up, right? All right. Whew. All right, last little bit of stuff we're gonna do with the ball, and it's gonna test our balance. So I'm gonna put that ball, actually I'm gonna get it, I don't like this ball for that. Ball behind your leg. So this is gonna work your balance, and ladies at home, you can use a pillow, same thing. You just want something to grab onto. So I'm just holding it. You don't have to worry about how high your leg gets necessarily. It's just keeping that ball in there, which is hard enough, right? Just trying to keep it in there. So that's all we're gonna do to start, is just hold it. And if you wanna test your balance, get a soft bend in that standing leg, maybe play with one hand, 2 hands, okay? So we're starting there. Then if you want, just take that heel towards the ball. Just a little bit of a squeeze up on that ball. Nice work. Little squeezes. If you can't see me, squeeze, squeeze. Nice job. Again, you can do this without a ball. You're still working that balance. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Your hamstrings, yeah, we'll start to talk to you real quick. Hamstrings are not a muscle we often work, so this is a great one for that. You could practice that at home as well. So we're gonna go to the other side. Again, to start, we're just gonna concentrate on holding our leg. If you don't have a ball, just holding that leg up. Keeping that foot flexed so you can really feel that hamstring engaged. Breathing. And then start to little heel kicks in. Nice work. Beautiful. Keep squeezing. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then you got one hamstring that hurts worse than the other, which this one was mine. It didn't like that side. Nice work, nice work. Whew. All right, beautiful. Okay, last thing we're gonna do with the ball and standing, right? I like to not have you moving a ton as far as up, down, up, down. So we stay standing, then we get in our chair. So we're gonna take this ball in your forearms, and it's gonna take you a minute to get there. So if you have to hold it on your stomach and bring it in like this, there you go. All right. We've done this a little similar the first time we did a ball. So to start, just squeeze towards that ball. I feel like they can't see me. Whoop, right here. Squeeze into the ball, just like that. Beautiful.
Want us to let it go or just hold it?
Nope, you let it go and then squeeze into it. Yep. Nice job. Beautiful. Now, what we're gonna do is you're gonna hold that squeeze and you're gonna take your arms up. So we're kind of working our biceps right here, right? Nice job. Squeeze in and up. Beautiful. You gotta keep that engagement, keep that core pulled. Nice job. Now, we're gonna add on. All I want you to do is step the right leg back and back up. So let me see if I can show them here. Up. So it's not a lunge, I just want you to step back. So what are we doing here? We're testing our balance a little bit here. Working our mind, because we have multiple things working here. Nice job. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it for just a minute. We're gonna do the other side, but we're gonna take a break because I know holding that arm, all of this starts to, right? So this time on this left leg, instead of what we were doing, we're gonna hold it here. So you're gonna hold that squeeze, and as you take the leg back, just lift those arms teeny bit. Just a little. You don't have to go super deep to feel this really fast. Nice job. Up and up. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Feel that right here, right? That one gets you right in here. Nice work. Grab a drink of water. We're gonna work some more balance in our arms. We're gonna use our weights this time. So the folks at home can join us.
Are we done with the ball?
Yes, ma'am. All right, what's the best way for me to stand here? We'll see. I feel like they can never fully see me. I apologize. It's either they get my legs or my face, not both. I'm sorry. All right, so this time, and we've done this before, but this is a good one. So to start, I just want you to start with your bicep. Left arm, squeezing in, and you're gonna keep your chair close to you for support because we will move on here in a moment. So squeeze into that bicep, nice long spine. Nice job. Inhaling as that weight comes up, exhaling, and making sure that we try not to swing. We use that bicep the whole time. Beautiful. Let's do 6 more and then we'll move on. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Whew. All right, so getting a nice bend into your right leg, you're gonna take that front leg forward and you're just gonna tiny lift as you come into that bicep. So a tiny little leg lift and a tiny little bicep curl here. Beautiful, really squeeze and make sure that this inside leg stays a little bent. We don't wanna hyperextend it, so get a bend into it. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Okay, we're gonna take so you might wanna move your chair just a little bit forward. So you're gonna hinge over and we're gonna go into our tricep. So to start, just stay with your foot back and just with your arm. The only thing moving right now is your arm. You're pulling your core. Nice, beautiful. And we're doing that little chicken wing, getting that tricep nice and engaged. Beautiful. Now we're gonna add on. We always like to add on, huh? If you choose, you can stay right here. You do not have to do this next move. If you want, you just tiny little lift that leg. And again, it's not a big lift. It's just a tiny little lift behind you. You have your chair there to hold the whole time if you need it. If you want to test your balance, you can take your arm off the chair. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Releasing before we go on to the other side. And grab a drink if you need it. I'm used to the table being over here, so I keep wanting to go put my drink over here. Whew, good. Nice and sweaty. I am.
Well, I didn't start as frazzled as you did, so. You were frazzled when you came in.
Well, because girly stuff happened, and so then I was like, "Wah!" And so I had that freak out moment where I was like, I can't get home, and so yeah, that's why I was a little frazzled, because I was like, this is not how my morning went really nicely. I got to work on time, and all of the things. My kids are fine, and babysitter came, and you know, all of the things. Okay, we're gonna start with just our bicep curl on. They really can't see me very well, can you? Just with that bicep curl on the other side. Ooh, don't break anything. And then we'll move on. I might just move this chair over on this side. So we're starting with that right arm. Beautiful. Nice job. Squeezing at the top, slowly letting it release. Nice work. Let's do 6 more, and then we're gonna add our right leg with our right arm. I'm gonna not have the chair, but you know at home you can hold that chair the whole time. 3, 2, and 1. So we're gonna take that right leg forward, soft bend in your left leg, tiny little lift with that leg, coming into that bicep curl. Nice job. Inhaling as the weight comes up, exhaling as you release. Beautiful. 6, 5, 2 more, 2, and 1. Release, maybe shake out those feet if it starts to talk to you. Okay, we're gonna do our triceps on the other side. So to remember, start, we just put that leg back to start. Hinge over those hips just a little bit. You have your chair and come into that tricep extension behind you. Nice job. Squeezing at the top here into that tricep as much as possible. I do that all the time. Like, which leg did I work? I can't remember. Nice job. Now, option here to add on, so you might have to hinge a little bit more here. Keep a bend in that left leg, and you can stay right where we were. You can stay right in this movement. You do not have to lift that leg. This is just extra. Maybe working your balance. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come up, release. Grab a drink if you need it, shake it out. We are going to go to our chair this morning for the rest of our workout and cool down here. Nice work. So we're going to have both of our weights this time. I know we've been playing with one, but we're going to move ourselves just a little bit out of our chair so we can come forward and row it up. So using those back muscles this morning. Beautiful. Just pull those shoulder blades together. Work to pull that core back, even though we're kind of hinged over here. We still want to make sure we're pulling back that core as much as possible. And we're keeping our back nice and flat and long, so we don't want to hunch over. We want to keep our spine long. Beautiful. Squeezing at the top. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Maybe roll out the shoulders. That one starts to hurt there for sure. Whew. Nice work. So the next one we're going to do is kind of, I call them like roundabout. So you're going to bring your arms up and forward. So you don't have to go so deep as I'm going. So if all the way up, if you start to arch your back, then don't come so high. You can go right here in front of your face, but working wherever is good for you. And inhaling as those weights come up, exhaling as you come down. That helps our core. That. Nice job. Now this is more intense work, much more quickly, right? So 2 more, and then all I want you to do is hold those weights out to the side. So right here on this one, hold it. Keep that chest lifted and really work that mid back to hold those arms. I know this is an intense one. You really have to think about so many things. And we're holding, which is the worst part. I'm not letting you move them. Breathe, 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 breathe. Focus on something else besides the pain. 3, 2, 1. It is a little painful, not in like a hurt you way, but it's like, I want to let these weights down. But that is such a good mid-back core arms, because you have to really hold it instead of wanting your body to kind of come forward. You got to hold it out. So in fact, I can't say anything, but you go to a class sometimes and they're like, lock your arms out really. I'm like, no, do not lock your arms out. You want a soft bend in them. If you're locking them out, that's, well, hard on your joints, but not good for you. So woo, let's do that all over again. So we're going to hinge.
Must we?
We're going to do it again. They're so excited. All right. So we're going to come forward and we're just going to go right back into those rows, squeezing at the top, attempting to pull those shoulder blades together in your mid back here. Nice long spine, and you look right out in front of you. Nice work. Beautiful. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. I promise we'll stretch out our necks and stuff. We'll need it. I know. All right, remember the last one. It's torturous, I know. So So coming up, over and around, and honestly, just do what you can. If I say a number and you're like, no, I've done this many and that's all my body can take, that's perfect. Some is better than none. Really inhaling, good breath, Gretchen. Inhaling and exhaling. 2 more, we're gonna do that last one right here. Hold it and just hold. Really work to pull that core. Mid back is nice and engaged. Beautiful. Breathe into it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Oh, sweet release. Ah, feels good, huh? Not really, but it's good for you. You may not feel good for you, but you like it. You will eventually like it. All right, one more arm thing, and then we'll go into a little bit of core, and then we'll be done. So we haven't worked our shoulders a ton, so we're gonna go into just some shoulder presses. I know those feel like we worked our shoulders, which we did a little bit, but not intentional shoulder work, so this is more intentional work. You can bring it more in front of your face if you need to. Just lifting and lowering. Hi, baby. Oh, I unlocked the car.
It was locked.
Oh, sorry. He's so excited to be my husband today. Oh, all right, just hold at the top. Last little push right here. Just little pulses up. This is the worst part. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it. Take your time. We're going to do some abs. You're done with your weights. He brought me like 5 pairs. Okay. That was nice though. All right. He probably panicked and he's like, I don't know which ones. I'll just bring them all. He's much too cute to be so snarly though, isn't he? People think that I got asked one time if he was my son.
Oh, boo.
And I was like, okay, I don't look that much older than him. It's because I have decided to go natural. So my hair's I'm just letting it gray however it wants to, and I have now for about 5 years. So I think that's what it is, because they probably think I'm too young to have gray hair, but I'm like, you gray whenever God tells you you're graying. So, all right, we're gonna do our core. We've done this one before. We're gonna scoot ourselves up in our chair. Arms are gonna come cross, feet are flat on the floor. Inhaling, touch that spine to your chair. Exhale, come up. Nice work. Which is funny because I get both reactions. I get some people saying, why are you doing that? Why wouldn't you just continue to dye your hair? And then I have some women who think I dye it. They think I make it silver, because that's like a thing now, is people are having white hair. And I was like, that seems like a lot of work. No, it's just what it is. Nice job. And it doesn't help my husband have an extreme baby face, so they all do.
I used to hear that when we lived in Japan. Oh, he looks so young.
Yep.
I said he's older than I am.
He is too. He is older than me too. I'm like, not fair. Not even a little fair.
However, he's now completely gray.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just want to point that out.
He will be. His dad and on his dad's side, they keep their hair, but they go all white, like super white. So I'm like, it's gonna happen. So, you know, I just started earlier. 2 more. And honestly, if I wanted to, I could keep dyeing it. It wasn't fun anymore. Release. Every 3 weeks I was going in, and when they would part my hair all through it, we're talking that much was not just like gray. I get white. Mine's silver. So I was like, I'm not coming in every 3 weeks just to cover it up. That's boring. And you can't, once that happens, you can't do I used to do some really fun colors. I did like a rose gold color. But once that happens, it won't hold it. So I'm like, you have to just kind of do the brown basic. And I'm like, that's not fun anymore. So I'd rather I already have brown hair. I'll just let it be. All right, friends. We are going to, do one more core thing, okay? So we're gonna come up, and all we're gonna do is lift our legs into our chest. Try not to round. Keep your spine nice and long as you lift those knees. So inhale as that knee comes up, Exhale as it comes down. Breathing into it. This is our last intense work for today. And somebody. Good morning, Kathy. I'm sorry if that was delayed. I just now saw it. Welcome back. Breathe. Last intense work of class, and then we cool. 8, 7, 6. Breathe. 3, 2. Ow, 1. Did you hear my knee pop? I don't know what happened there. I was like, yikes, it didn't hurt, but I heard it. Oh, nice work, everyone. Good job at home as well. We're going to enter into our cool down. So let's just start with our neck rolls. So we worked our shoulders and neck a lot. So inhaling as that neck comes up to the top, exhaling as it comes down chin to chest. And remembering, take it as slow as you need to. We don't want to hear any popping in the neck. Sitting nice and tall. This is a great place to come back to being grounded, to your breath. One more, and when you get to the top, we're going to switch directions here. So inhaling at the top, exhaling, switch the direction. Nice. Coming back to your intention, which is your why for practicing. Soaking in all the efforts, giving your body lots of gratitude for being able to create this movement for you. Nice job. One more. Beautiful. Let's take our left ear to left shoulder, but instead of just keeping it here, kind of look down like you were looking at your pocket. Maybe feel a little deeper stretch there. Breathing in. It's important to try to relax the shoulders in this stretch. Try to keep them up out of your ears. Breathing into it. And slowly release, and we're going to go to the other side. So right ear, right shoulder, and then slowly look over to that pretend pocket down there. Peekaboo. And slowly come out of it. Maybe do some shoulder rolls. You can do little ones, or you can really exaggerate the movement depending on how your shoulders are feeling this morning. Nice job. Nice big inhale and exhale. One more. And then we'll switch directions with those rolls. So come forward. Ah, nice job. Beautiful work. One more this direction. And then we're going to do Gretchen's favorite. This is one of my favorites too, honestly. Putting your hands on your thighs, feet are flat on the floor. You can close your eyes down if you'd like. You inhale, pull that heart forward. Exhale, push those palms around the spine, chin to chest. You exhale. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, round that spine. Nice work. This is a good place to take a few more moments with just your breath. Let go of anything that might be giving you anxiety or frustrations. This is the great place to let go of all of that that doesn't serve us, only taking what does serve us. Two more wherever you are with your breath. Nice job. Beautiful. Sitting nice and tall. We're gonna take our right leg forward but leave our left bent. And you're just gonna reach down, keeping your chest up, and just grab that toe if you can. If you can't, no big deal. But feeling the stretch in the back of that leg might feel really nice. I clearly need lotion. Look at that, gross. I'm dry. And slowly release. We're gonna do the other leg here. Left leg forward and just bend down, trying to grab those toes if you can. Try to keep the chest long. We don't want to hunch over. We want to keep looking right out in front of us. And slowly, inch by inch, roll up. Sitting nice and tall. Let's do a couple of cleansing breaths. Staying centered. So inhale through the nose. Exhale, release out the mouth. Just do a couple with your breath movement. Last opportunity to not think about anything else but being present for you. So important. With every exhale, think about releasing teeny little muscles even more, as much as possible. Beautiful. All right, friends, let's blink our eyes open and scoop up one big pile of love for all of us. Exhale, release. Nice work, everyone. Thank you at home. We will see. And then 11. So hopefully you're staying on. Ah, that was good. You're welcome. Good to be back.
And you're going to be on Saturday.
On Friday, I'll be online at home. On Fridays, I'm online, but at home, yep. I will be there. I don't think, and I'll post it. And Jamie has it when because I'm type A, so everybody always knows my schedule. But before I started, I was like, we never travel, but summertime and COVID, things have been wackadoodle. But we are traveling, July 5th, but it's really the July 4th holiday. And so I won't be here that Monday, whatever that observant holiday, because it technically is the holiday because we'll be out of town. And then we travel one last time. It's our COVID makeup because I was supposed to take my husband to Vegas for his 40th and see March Madness, and that was when everything went. So we have flight credit, and it's going to be better because I grew up in the Pacific Northwest, so I'm taking him to Seattle, and it's going to be and it is better because that was his birthday. This will be our wedding anniversary. So we'll go July 31st through I don't know what it is. I'll be gone until whatever that Monday is after we get back. So basically I'll be gone a week and then I'll come back. And then I don't have any more vacations till holidays and Christmas and that kind of stuff. So, but I told Jamie, I was like, I feel bad, I never travel and you hire me for this job. And this year I'm like, sorry. And she's like, it's fine. She's like, Jamie, I think other people will be starting to travel too. I'm like, okay, because I feel really bad. I was like, and then in the fall, I'll be really boring and nothing will be happening.
I'm going to be gone.
Thank you so much. You too. Thanks for coming. Yeah, see, and I think people understand, right? Because it's summertime and people are excited I'll be right back. I know, I think summertime, right? I just feel like that's not. Well, thank you. I am too. I'll be right back. Okay. Oh, you do?
Stocks, and they're gonna keep track of it, and then,
Like when you come in here?
well, I don't know. I mean,
I put it in my phone thinking that way if somebody ever asks me, I just have a,
well, I do have mine here in my purse, and I'll take it out and get it done.
I just felt like the card was so big.
I know,
I
it wasn't handy, but
I know, I wish they, back in the, I was like, I
it
don't
would
know
have been
why.
nice if they could have given us something smaller.
Yeah, like a little teeny. I've had those for other things where you had to show a little, I don't know why they didn't do it like that, but.
Oh, well, eventually.
I know, right? Eventually we will. People come today.
Yeah, I do, my hopes are too, I don't know if you didn't realize.
I know. And I know that this middle session has been a little,
It was, there haven't been any people come to it anyway, so I don't know whether there'll be.
yeah. I think this is better. I'm going to figure it out eventually, friends, which way I should face the camera. I don't know. I hate having my back to everyone in the class, but then it's like trying to make sure everyone can see me.
I figured out how I took that big card in my purse. I mean, I found this top.
Now, what did I do with, which is so weird. I actually went outside when my husband said it was locked, and I was like, I went outside to make sure it was unlocked. So I don't know. It's fine. He figured it out.
Oh, shoot.
I know. I was like, I feel bad because I was like, I did unlock it.
Now, did you say he's a professor at K-State?
No, he works at Intrust Bank, right there off of Humboldt.
Okay, I don't know why I thought that for a minute.
Oh no, I mean I could see that too. No, he's one of those rare families that he is. I want to say at least the 5th generation, but maybe the 7th generation in his family that's went into banking.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. So when I met him, his grandfather was still living, and his dad grew up in Smith Center, Kansas. And he tells me this, and he's like, it's not really a big deal. And I was like, yeah, it is. Like a lot of families don't still have families that have this rich history of like being in something. They had a family bank for 100 years.
Oh my gosh.
See, and I was like, that is really rare. Like, that's something I feel like I would hear about from my hometown, but it'd be like farming. It wouldn't be like banking. I was like, it's very, very rare. And I said, and you have to appreciate that. Like, a lot of families don't have that kind of lineage of being able to say, like, I said, no matter what you were doing, it wouldn't matter how successful necessarily. It's just it's a neat thing that you can say, I come from,
My grandfather and
yeah, my father. I'm like, people don't do that anymore, honey. And I was like, and for so many, they might say, oh, we're the third generation, but I'm like 5 to 7, you know, it's pretty remarkable. So, and I think it's probably going to end with my husband and his brother, because I can't, unless our children go into it, but you know, the other flip side is when your family's in it, they're kind of like, that doesn't interest me at all. But it's a dying industry for young people to go into banking. It really is. Like, even across the board, like, many people aren't studying that in school and going. When he went to graduate banking in Colorado 2 summers ago, he finished doing that. And yeah, you just don't see a lot of young professionals going into that.
you know, I think people change jobs so much more now than they ever did earlier. I mean, once you got into something, you just
Stayed in it. Well, I think in those times you weren't sure if you'd get a job if you left that job.
yeah.
Which I still try to teach my kids. It's not a good idea to, like, even because my oldest, he worked at Early Edition over on the west side of town. He came home from middle school and said, can I work at Early Edition? And I was like, can you at 14? And he goes, yeah, you can be a busboy. And I'm like, do you want to start working at 14? I mean, I'm okay with it. And he did, and he worked there for 3 years.
Oh my word.
And then he was ready to move on, which is fine. He did it well and got a really great recommendation, and he was a hard worker. But then he wanted to work at Taco Bell, and that didn't go as well. And I said, Cade, and that's fine, you're young, like, you know, but you still need to be respectful and give them a 2-week notice and do all the things. And then he was like, well, and I might work here. I'm like, don't just start working places. Like, make sure that you want to do what you're doing, because that doesn't look good to just like jump around everywhere. And so he's like, you're right, Mom, I'm just going to take a break, because he's like, I really want to focus on my studies, which I'm like, that's good, I want you to too. And so he just does DoorDash, which you deliver food. But what's great about it is you, unlike, you know, if he worked at like an actual restaurant and had to deliver, DoorDash, you have an app and you basically kind of pick up shifts when you can.
Oh.
So it's more flexible.
What food does he deliver?
All over. So DoorDash is like a company that works with multiple restaurants. So somebody just uses that app and says, I'm using DoorDash to deliver my food from Chili's.
Oh.
And he goes and picks it up and brings it.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
But it's a lot more
I
fun.
kind of seen something on the TV, I guess, about some of that, but I
Yeah.
don't know it.
Well, I feel like now there's so many, right? Because there's like, in Manhattan they have Uber Eats.
Well, so does the restaurant that had the food, they give him some pay?
No, the people pay him. Like, so you would pay, and then I guess it's DoorDash, really that company pays him, and then they give him tips as well. So I'm sure DoorDash has some deal with whatever restaurant uses them, but he just has an app, and he's like, what I'll do, Mom, is I'll just kind of take my homework in my car and I'll camp out like in Aggieville or wherever there's the most traction of people wanting food. But he can easily make, in 2 hours, he can make $50
Darn.
just by delivering food. So I told him that's probably the best job for a college kid, to just, and work when you can and not feel, you know, pressured.
That was pretty interesting.
Yeah, so that's kind of what he does, just to kind of make fun money, you know, because he gets obviously help in school, but we always tell him, you know, we're not just gonna like, this is an open ATM here. So we'll help you out, of course, but you know, if you want fun money, you need to kind of, because it gets expensive, for sure. We got 3 people online and it's 10:15.
Oh my gosh, we'll go through through a bunch of stuff because I'm going to stay for the last one too.
Yeah. Well, I think I have to keep filming for people.
You think there's somebody?
Yeah, there's 4 online. We got Kathy and maybe Jane. Are you still on here? Oh, thank you, Lana. I didn't get your, I'm so sorry. That's probably when I was in the little girls' room.
Well, I think, I know this wasn't when as many people came to, but I think people might have been a little confused about, for sure.
Yeah, when I was coming. And I know I saw that she had posted something, or somebody had posted something online, but I know not all of you get on here to the Riley County thing, so that's the hard part. I feel like it'd be better old school wise if when I'm gone, if I just print it up, like sheets to hand you all, because I'm like that. I like to have something physical.
I thought you were here today, but I wasn't real sure.
Yeah, no, you were right. But I was wondering that too. I'm like, maybe if I would have just printed off something and saying, these are the dates I'm gone, these are the dates I'll be back, and that way you guys could have put them on your fridge or wherever and been like,
I like to put something down on the calendar so I can check it.
yep, that's how I am too. So maybe I'll do that the next, like in July when I'm gone. That way you guys will really know she won't be back until, because I'm the same way. I'm kind of a visual person. I need to see it. I need to see the dates, and then I can put it in my calendar. And then on my phone, I'll send reminders saying, you know.
Well, especially when we haven't been doing anything. You know, I almost missed something that I need to know about.
Right.
I don't look at the calendar very often.
Well, we got into that
What's
state.
going on,
Yeah, we got really used to nothing happening, and so now we have stuff. And I'm the same way. Like now I'm like over busy, and I had to have the babysitter come today because now I have a new class. But then I was like, oh my gosh, my son has tennis. How am I going to get from here to you know? And we had already scheduled it, so my babysitter's like, oh, it's fine. I'll take them to the park and play, and I can drop him off at tennis. And I was like, oh, thank you.
Oh, Lord.
Like that is a babysitter that is willing to kind of do some of that shuttling sometimes is huge. Well, oh, we have 6 on now. Well, good morning. I guess, you know, it's time to technically start. We only have 1 in studio, but that's okay. We're going to build, I think this is our building session, this second one here. So we have always people online during our second one, but not always in studio, but that's okay. So we're just going to need weights for this part, and we're going to start standing, get our body warmed up here before we go on to our strength. So if you want to put your weights on your chair this morning. So let's just start with some gentle walking to get our heart rate up, and hopefully, you know, Meredith and people come for the last session.
Yeah.
But they might have thought I wasn't going to be here, so that could have confused everyone. I'm so sorry. Vacations tend to confuse everyone, myself included. And I felt so bad having to go because I hadn't been here very long and I already had to leave, and I was like, I'm sorry, like I scheduled it before I got hired for this job, which was all my vacations, which is, I'm such a planner. I told Jamie, I'm like, I'm so sorry, but I planned all of these and then I got this amazing opportunity.
With the wedding that was so important to you.
Yes, it was so neat to see our babysitter get married and like just life come full circle, and she got to take a picture with my boys because her wedding was intimate. So you know, when you have an intimate wedding, she can actually stop and talk to people instead of, you know, so it was awesome. All right, let's slowly bring those legs, and we're just going to inhale up, exhale, release. One more time here. Inhale up, exhale. Now let's take our right leg out and bring it back in. So let's see if you can see me here. So out, and so we're just doing the right leg to start. And release. Nice job. Keep going with that. Just the right leg out and in, release. Big breaths here. One more time. Now this time we're going to take our arms up, left leg out, take those arms back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bring it in. Nice job. Make sure I haven't seen anybody comment here. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. Let's do one more time here. And exhale. Roll out those shoulders this morning. It's going to be a beautiful day though. When I got out to the car, it was so foggy this morning. Did you see, like,
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't see anything out my front door, and I was like, what is, but it was sunny.
I could see my yard, but across is the big school that
Mm-hmm.
we're building on, just right across the street from me. I couldn't even see it.
Oh, which school?
Oh, it's a 7th and 8th grade, what is that?
Oh, Susan B. Anthony?
Susan Anthony.
That's where I live. I live right over there.
Oh, you do?
I live behind it in the wood streets.
I live in front of it. I'm the very first place in Stone Valley.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we walk that path, and my kids go there. Or well, my oldest went there, and now my middle is getting ready to go there next year. So we love that school and that area. It's nice.
Yeah, I lived out on the lake for 20-some years, and then we decided we probably needed to,
Downsize and
because
yeah.
it was the biggest house.
We're just gonna cross our arms, friends. Yeah.
And my husband died
Yeah.
3 weeks before I.
You told me that, and then people had to just, which isn't fun. Life is always funny, I feel like, where it just, sometimes it's the signs are.
He was very healthy.
Yeah.
And I have friends who've been dealing with serious problems with
Yes.
family for years.
Right, which is just unfortunate, right? Hands on your hip. We're gonna work out those hips this morning. Yeah, when we went on vacation, my husband we've been looking to move just because I like older homes, and ours is not new now, but it was, I think when we bought it, it was 12 years old. But I'm a sucker for old homes. They're just built better.
That may be true. I mean, really.
Yeah.
I am so disappointed with all my stove and refrigerator, and
Let's switch directions.
I can't believe how poor they are. They're General Electric.
Oh yeah. And my husband's big thing is you can hear everything. The walls are so thin. I'm like, yeah, babe, because they don't make new houses. They don't even have the same material. They throw them up in like 3 seconds, and
It's just crazy.
it is. So, but on vacation, he was like, we're going to take our feet forward and just do little step outs. He kind of said, well, what if we just stay in our home though and make it better? We could get solid wood doors, and then he's like, because where we are, a few years ago, we finished paying off specials, so we have no specials on our home. He's like, I like our neighborhood. I'm like, I mean, I do. The trail's there, it's safe, but I like to be secluded, not necessarily lake, but I like to have a bigger plot of a house and then have it all. But then the other side is our yard is small, and I think when we're older, it's pretty low maintenance.
We had an acre for a yard, and it wasn't an easy
Yeah.
yard to take care of.
Yeah.
But we loved it. We always had turkeys and deer in our yard.
See, yeah, that's the beautiful thing.
One day,
Finish up right there, friends.
2 mama deers that delivered their babies in our backyard.
Oh my goodness, what a neat thing. Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna take one weight here, and we're just going to step, I'm gonna turn sideways here actually. We're not doing a lunge, we're just gonna step our foot back, and as we lift, just do a little knee bend. It's just a little bend with your knee as you lift up into that little press. You can press more forward of your face if you need to instead of all the way up, but just a little bend. If the bend doesn't feel good, you can stay right here, but we're testing our balance a little bit here. So if you want to play with taking your hand off the chair or hovering, you can. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, so I kind of went back and forth, but then I was like, I just feel like we'd have to do a lot to make it the house I want, and then I don't even know if I'd still be like it doesn't have the, I like old homes. I like the character of an old home, but we'll see. I go back and forth because I'm like, I get his point. Like, our mortgage is relatively affordable compared to most people, and I know how expensive this town is, even for something that's not even that nice. So it's a hard thing. Okay, we're gonna take left leg, soft bend. So we're gonna do lateral raises to start. So just take that right leg, point that toe, because we're gonna add on. But to start, we're just gonna lift our arm out. Nice job. Keeping that core pulled in. Thank you those at home. I know we're in here talking, chatting. I wish you all were here too so you could chat with us, but hopefully you're enjoying our conversation. I know, it's hard to do both, right? It's just like, what are you supposed to do? All right, we are gonna add on, and you don't have to, you can keep your foot on the floor, or you can do a little leg lift. Keep a soft bend in this left leg. You can keep your hand on the chair the whole time. Nice job, just little lifts here, testing your balance. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. I'm going to move my chair because we got the other side here. Yeah, it is hard to do both, for sure. And then we get lost in being active here, don't we? So we're going to take our left leg back this time. Option to just stay right here, or you can come into a little bend. It's not a super deep bend, but you want to keep this back leg right under your hip. So try not to step so far back to see my hip. So bring it in just a little bit, and little bend, little bend. Exhale as you push that weight up. Inhale as you go down. Nice work. Breathing into it. Nice. 8. Keep breathing. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake out the arms and the legs if you need to. Nice work, everyone. We still have 5 at home with us. I think as people get more comfortable, and some friends don't live here, so that's why they still tune in, right? So we're going to start on the other side, but this time remember, we're just going to start with lateral raises. So taking that left leg out, just getting ready for when we add on, but we're going to just start with just our arm. Nice job. Inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Roll that shoulder if you need to. So we're going to soft bend in this inside leg, and the left leg and left arm are going to come up. And you don't have to lift the leg. You can stay right where we were before, and knowing that you don't have to come all the way up. Just a teeny little lift is fine. It's just really testing your balance here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. My shoulders. Well, we did, our spin teacher has us do weights, her class last night, and of course I hadn't worked out in a week and a half, so doing arms and the bike, I was like, my arms are gonna be so sore tomorrow. All right, we're gonna put our weights on our chair. Do a little arm stretch here. I know I've had you do those shoulders, might be screaming at you. We're gonna come in to some squats. They're so good for us. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. We're going to stand next to our chair so we have it for support here. You can take your toes slightly out to the corners if that feels better for your hips. The main thing is not letting your knees come in front of your ankles. I couldn't think I was going to say heels. So you're going to sit down in your chair. Exhale, push through the heels. So sit back and then lift. Beautiful. Down and lift. Taking this as slow as you need to for you. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Keep that chest nice and tall and long. Whew. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Release. Nice job. Beautiful. All right. We're gonna do some heel raises here. Warming up those, not really warming up, we should be warm at this point, but this is a good exercise as well. If you want to slowly rock a little bit on your heels, that's a good balance for you, balance and strength here. Nice job. Always keeping that core nice and engaged. We're gonna hold it at the top. This is my sneaky little move, but it's so good for you. You're gonna squeeze those glutes in the back of the legs here when you stand tall here. 3, 2, hold it at the top right here, hold. Little teeny squeezes here. Nice job. 5, you got it. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Nice job. One more thing here, maybe 2, I haven't decided yet. I like to be sneaky. All right, we're gonna hold our chair, and all we're gonna do is kick our booty. So you're alternating. You can play with taking your hand off the chair if you want, but always having one available is an option, or both. Keep spine long and just kick that booty. Heel is flexed. Nice job. Keep squeezing. We're gonna hold the right one in 3, 2, 1. So just hold the right heel, and all you're gonna do is kick it behind you. So push that heel, this is tiny. I'm gonna show you this direction. It's just tiny. I'm just pushing with my glutes. So I'm not sliding my knee, so it's just a tiny little pulse behind you. Nice job. Think about pushing or hitting the wall behind you. 5, 4, we're gonna hold it. 3, 2, 1. Now hold it here and just kick up to your booty. Breathe. Hamstrings are gonna start talking to you. That's okay, take a break when you need it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out before we go to that other side. So this time we're gonna do our left leg. So we're holding it here and then just gently pulse it like you're trying to kick the wall behind you with your heel. Nice job. Kick. And knowing that if you need to bring your leg a little lower for your range of motion, totally okay. Push and push. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it right here and pulse that leg up. This is where you can play with your balance if you want to. That leg, this hamstring is always my worst side. No matter what I do, it immediately starts to go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Grab a drink. We're gonna finish class seated. Nice work. Oh, I'm gonna grab a drink. Beautiful. With your weights close in hand here, sitting nice and tall, we're gonna take our elbows nice and close to our body and just open them up. So it's like a little chicken wing, open it up, bring it back in. Inhale and exhale. So really pull those elbows close to your body. So what we're doing here is working shoulders, obviously, and our mid back a little bit here. And then core, if you're really thinking about pulling that core in. So inhale as those arms come up, exhale as they come down. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Roll out the shoulders if you need to. We're gonna take our arms out wide to the side here. And we're just gonna do a bicep curl to start. So squeezing at the top. Sometimes we do biceps closer, but today we're gonna do them a little wider. Sitting flat against your chair, feet are flat on the floor. Nice, long spines, as much as we can anyway. Beautiful. Breathing into it. We're gonna add on here, so 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna hold them at this 90 degrees so they're out wide. Just reach out, pull them in. Reach out, pull them in. So we're really using our back because we're trying to pull our shoulder blades close together as we pull the weights in. Nice job. 5, we got this. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Yeah, good job. That one's I always feel like this part of your shoulders and back, we work a lot more in a lot of movements that we don't think we are, but we are. So anytime you need to take a break and roll it out, please, please, please do so. All right, we're gonna come into some punches. So we're just gonna punch across the body. So sit nice and tall and really rotate the abs, the core. So you wanna kind of twist gently, side to side. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Nice work. Ooh. All right, so this time we're gonna take our punches to the sky. So just punch up. Like you're trying to reach something off of a top cabinet here. Beautiful. You can go more forward of your face if that feels better for your shoulders. Reach, inhaling as you reach up. Exhale as you come down. Nice job. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. All right, last thing for our arms, you might have to scoot just like, not a ton, but just a teeny bit from your chair. We're gonna work that mid-back and our core. So our arms are gonna come in front, hold for a moment, and then release. So inhale up, exhale, release. So you really gotta use that core and you're using that back to keep those arms lifted without it pulling you forward. So fight gravity here a little bit. Nice job. Lifting, holding, release. Do it with your breath work here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful. 4 more, and the worst part is we're going to hold it for just a few counts here at the top. The holding is the worst part, but it's so good for our body. It kind of tricks our body here to change. Hold it up, just hold and squeeze. Think about something else. Really use the core in the back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, the holding is the worst part, friends, I know. Oh my goodness, how did that even happen? Y'all still there? It says it's still on, so this thing doesn't have a very big clip on it. I think that's part of the problem. All right, last little bit we're gonna do here. We're just gonna do one little core thing, and then it went fast. This session went fast. And then we're gonna do our cool down. So we're gonna take our arms up, and we're gonna take right arm to left leg. So a little bit of core work here. So you can bring your knee up, over across the body, lifting as much as possible. Try not to round forward. So it doesn't matter if you can touch your leg. More about getting that leg up and a little rotation here. So we're working our abs a lot here. Breathing. 5, 4, 3. Oh, my knee again, 2. Popped again. I don't know what today's going on. This knee popped earlier, friends. Oh, you've made it to the cool down. That is so weird. It's probably my body hasn't worked out.
I heard it again.
I know.
Wow, this is
I know. I'm like, I don't know what's going on with that knee. It doesn't hurt. It just has some kinks that needs worked out. All right, friends, let's sit nice and tall here. We're going to take our arms up and then exhale, split those arms to the right. Gentle spinal twist here. Maybe you look behind your shoulder. Maybe you just look right next to you, doing whatever feels the best for you. Breathe into that stretch. And exhale, come back center. Inhale up and exhale to the left side this time. Breathing. And exhale, come center. Let's inhale our arms up. Exhale, interlace those fingers and then round your spine. And you can even feel free to like shift side to side. And eventually letting those arms kind of fall forward on your thighs. And then you slowly roll yourself up. Nice job. Let's do that again. Inhale up. Exhale, interlace, round the spine, wiggle it out. And then slowly release. We're going to take our feet in front of us. Feet are flexed. Inhale it up. Exhale, try to reach for those toes. Don't worry about it if you don't. Just coming back to feeling grounded here in your practice, celebrating being able to be here, be present. Such glorious gifts you are giving yourself this morning. And slowly roll up. Let's do some gentle neck rolls here. Whatever direction you would like to start in is fine. Using that breath to help you feel grounded again. If your heart rate's got a little elevated, that's good, but we want to bring it back down safely. And when you're ready, go ahead and switch the direction of those rolls. Beautiful. When you get back down to wherever you get down in your chin to chest, go ahead and relax the shoulders and just let that neck hang long, or you can interlace the fingers and get a deeper stretch, only if that feels good for you. Breathing into that stretch. Exhale, release those hands. This time we're going to take our gaze. We're going to stretch out the other side of our neck. Just look up to the ceiling. Really important here to try to let those shoulders roll down and back and just let them relax. Try to keep the tension out of the ears. And slowly release. Let's sit nice and tall. Let's stretch out our arms, taking that right arm across our body, and you can even bring it around to the back of like you're giving yourself a little hug. Gentle pulling on this arm just so you can feel a little stretch here. Breathing into that stretch. And slowly release. Maybe roll it out here. We're going to take left arm across. Give yourself a little hug. Holding that. I thought I saw or heard somebody. Nice job. And release. All right, friends, last little bit of love for ourselves. Scoop up that love. Exhale, release, heart center. Thank you, everyone, for joining us this morning. If you're staying on, perfect. We have one more 30-minute session, and hopefully we'll have some more friends join us in studio. It's a weird week because I think people didn't think I was back. Okay, so hopefully you're going to join us. Thanks for those of you that did join us this morning. And we'll start in about 15 minutes. Oh, feels good to move. I was excited if more people came. We had talked about just doing this little, just trying to lift ourselves up. I guess we could still do it, but I thought it would be a fun one to try.
I don't think.
Well, and it doesn't have to be, it's more just, even if you can't get up. Yeah, because you're just working your shoulders, your arms, a little bit of your chest too, to try to get it. Because I don't know if to kind of come all the way up. That's intense. It's just more working that mobility. All right, I always feel like I'm missing, I can't read there. I know sometimes because I see the thing go boop, and I'm like, somebody's on there. But I can't read it this far away. I wore my glasses all weekend because I hadn't worn them in a long time. And I have really good vision, but I have astigmatism. And so I should definitely be wearing them when I'm driving. But I work out so much, and so nothing's worse than working out with glasses. They
I'm sure
fall on your,
flip around.
yeah. So I forget to wear them, and so I wore them all weekend, and one of my yogi friends was like, I love your glasses. I've never seen you wear glasses. I'm like, well, that's because we're at the studio all the time. But I told my husband I could tell that I hadn't worn them because everything just seemed so much clearer, It's weird how astigmatism works. Because like I said, I have 20/20 vision, so I see really well. But it's just certain screens, like that screen to me is awful this far back because it's like I can kind of make it out, but it gets pixelated or something. And that's when I knew I needed to go to the eye doctor because we have a TV and an armoire in our living room, and because the armoire, it's a smaller screen, and I was having to get off the couch and go in the middle of the rug. And I would squint, and I'm like, what? So I really thought my eyesight got bad. And he was like, no, actually you have really good eyesight, but certain screens are probably gonna start bugging it. He's like, so if you are working at your computer, you probably should wear your glasses. When you're driving, probably should wear your glasses. I'm like, okay. He's like, especially night driving. He's like, because the lights with astigmatism will start to bother it. And I was like, oh, well. And then I tell myself every time, I'm gonna keep my glasses in my car, so I have no excuse to at least put them on when I'm driving. And I still forget. So, it's just silly that way, isn't it? I'm terrible at remembering stuff like that, but it's all right. Could be a lot worse, I feel like. I always worry about my husband's eyesight because he has genetic on his dad's side, really bad glaucoma, and his grandfather from Smith Center, like when he passed, he was basically legally blind. Like you had to get up to him and he could see you then, but this far away, you were just like a shadow. And
You don't realize how important eyes are until it's a problem.
Yeah, exactly. And then his uncle, which is his dad's brother, just this last year has started to basically have what his dad had. So I know, and he's had glasses the whole time I've known him for 20 years. So just keeping aware of that kind of stuff for sure.
It's just wonderful. There are so many things they can do now that can help.
Yeah, I mean LASIK. Who would have ever thought that would be a science that you could? I feel bad for the people that aren't candidates. It is kind of a finicky thing who can use that service, but it is really neat that they have so many options for things. Like my father-in-law was showing me, he just finished cancer and he's clean and clear now. He had stage 4. We were all real worried for him, but they put a I don't know what I forget what it's called, like his port, but you put it under the skin. And he said it was they numbed it, and the doctor literally went, and it's in there, and he's like, it feels like a bottle cap, but it's like a mesh. He showed it to us, and all that really looks from our eyes is like a bruise, but it's in there. And then they have it connected to a vein. That's where he gets his, and I'm like, what? I was
That is so amazing.
That is-
So many things that,
Yeah. And he said, he's like, I guess my doctor did it really well because some people, they don't do it the best. And so you can kind of see it. And he's like, you can't even see. He's like, you can feel it, but you can't see it. And I was like, that is the strangest thing.
is amazing.
It is amazing. I don't know. But I'm just glad he's cancer free. He had his latest PET scan and it came back all clear, especially from being stage 4. It's just kind of amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Super.
Yeah.
Well, there's something on the radio, on the TV that a child born now would probably live to be at least 100 years old.
Wow.
I know our lifespan is definitely growing all the time.
Especially if we, eat better and work out, those kind of things.
Well, people worked hard, but they lived, 100 some years ago. They worked hard, but they, might live till only 45 or 50. They died pretty early. So.
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like only now in our country, it has come a long way. It's what I see on the other end is just the level of obesity. And honestly, people, are blaming them, which, okay, we all have personal responsibility to what we eat and stuff. I said, but think about our lifestyle. It's one, we're running around, like when you were a stay-at-home mom way back when, you had I think about my hometown, my kids think it's hilarious. I'm like, we did not have fast food all growing up. And he's like, yes, you did.
There was one place in Lawrence when we lived there, when our kids were little, preschool. And that was our Sunday evening. We all looked forward to going for a hamburger because
Yes.
it was about the only place that.
Yep. We had mom and pops in Washington. That was Sunday. You would have they'd have spaghetti and burgers. But I said, because money was different then, it's not like now where you go like once a week maybe, but they think it's crazy that I didn't have fast food. I said, if we wanted fast food, we had to go to Marysville. And when you're young, I remember going with my uncle who raised me, maybe once a month we'd go to Walmart and we'd go to Sonic. That was our treat together, but that was maybe once a month. And I said, honestly, I miss that because now it's just so available. And then, you have moms like myself that are working, and they have all these, you're trying to get kids everywhere and there's sports, and that just wasn't the same thing. And it's just easier sometimes just to grab. I've been a victim of that too. And so, and then we see these people that are really unhealthy. I'm like, well, it's also.
We look at TV and it's just appalling how many people are so overweight.
Yeah.
It's almost unusual to see somebody slim and trim.
I know, which is just unfortunate, and I think some of it too is not just our food, obviously, but it's the chemicals in our environment. My doctor that's been working with me on my thyroid issue, he's from Minnesota, and he said, think about cancer and thyroid. When you were growing up, did you ever hear of a kid having cancer or a woman having a thyroid disease? And I said, nope. It wasn't probably till I was late 20s did I start hearing women getting thyroid issues. And he said, yeah. He's like, and now all I see is kids with cancer, little kids, and all these women with autoimmune deficiencies and hormone issues. And he's like, it's directly related to, after World War II, he's a very smart guy. He's 70, and he's like, all the pesticides and herbicides. And he's like, is all that stuff, we do all that stuff to mass produce food. And he's like, we've gotten away from truly healthy green food. And I said, I know. Because I try to eat clean and it's almost impossible. Or you feel like, oh, I've been doing so good, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, that's actually not that good for you. And it's like, you do the best you can. Oh my goodness, just keeps doing that. Oh, sorry friends if that was loud on the other end. Yeah, I think people didn't think I was going to be here today.
That may be true.
Yeah, because I really thought by this class we would have.
Yeah, because usually this class is pretty.
So sorry friends at home, we're kind of not as exciting today. I really thought. And like I said, I saw Jamie post, so I thought they knew maybe I was here, but if you don't get online, you're not gonna know. So, and I think less online is probably an okay thing. So, I try to limit my time online too. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I should open the door. I really thought Meredith would be here.
Well, I do too.
Just if nothing else, to give you a hard time. He likes to give you a hard time. I was telling my husband about Meredith. I said, he's the ornery one.
You know, he's 93.
I know. Isn't that amazing?
He used to be a basketball player.
I can tell.
And he, you know, he was really, really good. And his team beat KU one year.
Oh.
They never got called, they never got a chance to play them again.
Oh, just because of the way the tournaments or whatever. Yeah.
Well, they never were invited.
Oh, no. Which school did he play for?
Important.
Oh, nice.
The first year they got to play the KU one. 5 points, I don't know.
Yeah.
Then they played the second. Oh,
Yay! We were like, it's been kind of dead, so I thought maybe people didn't know I was here.
Well, we discussed that yesterday. We decided hopefully you would be here.
Yes, I'm back today.
You got
Yes.
a good tan.
Thank you. Everyone has been saying that, like, you get dark, don't you? And I said, I do pretty easily.
Oh, man.
oh, hey, your mom's pretty.
It is pretty. How was your vacation?
Wet.
We were real nervous, I'll tell you. At the start of the vacation, I was like, it may rain the whole time we're here.
It was off and on. It was cool. My nephew, where we hang out most of the time, their swimming pool is heated.
Oh, that's nice.
So he heated it up to 86 degrees so that Amy could swim.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's fun.
He's her godfather too, so there's an extra. My daughter-in-law, through the time period that my sister was in Dallas and sick and we were going down there and everything, got to be real good friends with my niece and my niece-in-law. So,
You're my witness. I'm paying
here
this.
you are.
I'm paying this dollar for the box set before I didn't have yesterday.
Well, it's so fun. We got people coming in. Woohoo! We thought maybe you guys didn't know that I was here today.
I found them all sitting visiting.
Sitting visiting. We got work to do, guys. No.
Let's see. You want to sit here? I'm just going to sit here.
I brought everyone a little closer because I know Meredith sometimes has a hard time hearing me, and I push you guys away from me. I thought maybe we should bring our circle a little closer. I'm sure he'll still say I talk too fast, and
I agree.
I know I'm trying. I don't know how to do it. I know, but when I see, I'm going to do this, and it's going to sound like I'm patronizing. When I try to talk slower, then I feel like I'm talking down to people because I have to really slow it down. So it doesn't feel natural. So then I'm like, pause, every breath. I'm a fast talker. I've been my entire life. I just don't.
I'm learning too because Floyd don't quite understand, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of times they talk so fast he doesn't get anything. So I'm learning, you know, talk slow.
I'm going to try. I'm
And
trying.
if he doesn't get it, I talk to him in German.
Then you're in trouble. I love it. Well, we had 7 online on our middle session, and so we were talking. Maybe people didn't know I was going to be back, but I'm back. And next time I'm on vacation won't be until the end of July. But would it be helpful if I printed out the next time? We were talking. Sometimes it's nice to have like a printout, and so you can take it home and see it and have a visual. So that might be, because I'm that way. I like to have dates so I can see them, and then I put them in my phone, and I don't forget. Because sometimes if somebody tells, and I know a lot of you don't get online, and I know Jamie had posted, but if you don't get on the Facebook, you're not necessarily going to see it. So.
Meredith, you better get that chair up.
Oh, hi Meredith. So glad you're here. Where would you like? Where would you? Here, right here, Meredith.
See, you did it again. You started early just so I could.
Oh, you are ready for summer. Is it nice out?
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought I'd leave it out, but
So funny.
Did you commission your name in your background again?
I will, yeah, well, yeah, I can totally do that. Let me shut the door. I think we got everybody that were,
I brought my bottle today.
she was on it with the water.
I'm not even telling you what's in it.
She's still on vacation.
I did it right here in my
Just
pocket.
water.
and I couldn't find it.
Man. No, I had
I was
to,
afraid if I had anything with water, I'd have to share.
well, thank you and welcome back. So yes, I will share. I feel like they're always looking at my behind and that weirds me out, but sorry. You can hear me though. So yes, so my name's Jamie Lowell. We have been in Manhattan for 10 years, but my husband's from here. He graduated high school from here. We're all K-State through and through, our entire family, and now my 19-year-old is also K-Stater. He'll be starting sophomore year, which just blows my mind that he's already a sophomore in college. That went really fast this year. So I have 3 boys, freshman, well, I just said that, sophomore in college. My middle is going to start middle school this next year. And then I have a bonus baby, and he's 5. I know, so we just like to do it forever. We just have kids forever. I just don't. My husband said, just, you're going to have elementary children our entire life. And I said, probably, because by the time they're done, right, we'll be having grandchildren. But I said, I told my oldest, you better wait a while because I'm ready to travel with my husband. We've never not known our lives without children.
But they're grandchildren, not your children.
Exactly.
Not your responsibility. You get to have fun.
Yes.
And work to them.
That, well, I did tell them that. If you think you're just gonna, if I'm raising them, you're crazy. They know better. But, so yes. And what else about me? I actually have a master's degree from UMKC in social work. And I did social work and addictions for 9 years. Started having more children, and my husband got a job back in this area. And it just didn't seem like that's really what I was called to do anymore. But once a helper, always a helper. I still volunteer and do things that I think are helpful for community life. And but you know, social work is kind of like real estate. I feel like you're always on call, and I was ready to just be at home with my babies. So life is interesting. So then I was an athlete all growing up. Had a track scholarship when I was much younger. And all the years of running, I hurt myself. My feet hated me. Tendonitis, plantar fasciitis, a lot of, my feet are a mess. So I had a doctor tell me, you can spin or, hello, how are you? Are you here to work out with us this morning?
I am, it's just,
What's your name? I'm sorry.
I'm just late.
I'm sorry.
I know it's just late.
Oh, no, you're fine. What's your name, hon?
Barbara.
Barbara, I'm Jamie.
Okay.
Nice to meet you. Would you like to sit right here? Is that perfect for you? Come on in. You're fine. They would like to know a little bit about me. So
okay.
I'm filling them in.
All right. Start over.
Oh, well, my name's Jamie, and not a ball today, just weights. I couldn't think of the word. Weights. How I got into fitness is I've always been into fitness. Ran for years and years and did competitive running, and then had my doctor tell me that, hi, Yay, we got all these friends here today.
I'm gonna get another, just a regular chair.
Okay.
That suits me better.
Oh, okay. Yeah, please do. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yep, perfect.
Those arms are in the road for me.
Yeah, no, and honestly, if this chair does not serve you, you can always go back to the other ones. I just feel like these give us a little bit more. But if you like using the other ones, that's fine too. Anyway, so what led me to this line of work is I started at Orange Sky yoga because of my doctor saying you can't run anymore. And I remember thinking that sounded terrible. But it wasn't, it was beautiful. But then going to classes, I had instructors there over and over say, why aren't you an instructor? And I said, well, I don't really like being in front of people. I like to be in the back. And they said, no, you should be doing it. And then I kind of got, I guess you got the bug, right? And I said, you know what? I'm at that age where you should always just try. Just try. You may not like it, but just try. So I did. I started just kind of shadowing people and then did my certifications. My friends that have known me forever were not surprised. They laughed. They were like, we always come to you for fitness advice. What do you mean you're surprised? We think you're awesome. So here I am now all these years later, and I'm teaching fitness, and I just keep kind of leaving the door open. I guess that's the big lesson as you age. I've been more open to saying, why not? Let's just try it. Let's see what happens. And it served me well, I think. So being a little bit more open. So I'm glad you're all here this morning, and then I'm back from vacay. I'll be here for a while. I'm not going on any trips for a while. Just the normal holidays, right? We have 4th of July, I think, is the only other date till the end of the summer. So, but I'm sure most of you will be having family time as well. So we're going to start standing behind our chair for support this morning. Let's get our heart rate up a little bit. Take your time. I'm going to move this stuff up. Oh, that is like the 5th time that's happened. All right. Would you like help? All right, I can help. Oh, I can get them. Would you like some weights? What?
I'm just wondering,
Yeah, what size would you like?
2 or 3. I'll pick them up.
Are you sure you want to go get them? Okay. She was going to bring them to you.
You want 2 pound or 3 pound?
Either.
One of each?
One of each. All right, starting, and you can always hold your chair the whole time we're doing things, but let's just start with a little, and you can hold your chair right here.
I just started chanting too.
And I haven't forgotten about the name tags.
Oh, good.
But my friend, I'm waiting to, then when you ask someone to help, I'm waiting on her to get the name tags. But we would like name tags. I think that would be helpful for everyone. But I haven't forgotten, I promise. And option to sit in your chair as well. You don't have to stand. Beautiful. Just getting that heart rate up. Think about we're outside, walking. Maybe I'll have to do that. We'll have to take a field trip, right, where we just walk. That'd be nice. That's right. Wonderful. Keep that breath going. Did I miss somebody? I always feel like somebody's commenting. Nope. All right. Good deal. All right. Slowly bring those legs to a still. Like, stretch out our hips here. So just gentle rolls here with your hips, and you can do this in your chair just like she's doing. Beautiful. Wonderful. My nose itches. Use that breath. And when you're ready, you come back up to the top. You're just going to switch directions with those circles. Nice job. Beautiful work. Wonderful. All right, stay nice and tall. Let's roll out those shoulders. Inhale them up, exhale them down. Nice job. I did not work out over vacation. And so,
This way.
Me too, and this way. And then I got to yoga last night. Well, I did spin for the first time, and I was like, I'm gonna hang out in the back because I already know I'm gonna be dying, and I was so tired. But I told myself we all need a break sometimes. So I just took a break. I didn't even bring yoga clothes. I just took a break. It was good for your mental health as well. All right, when you're ready, switch directions with those shoulders. Inhaling them up. Beautiful. Feel that nice breath in your lungs. Nice job. All right. We're going to reach up like we're going to get something off the top shelf. Take this as slow as you need to and know that you can sit. You don't have to stand. Standing is just a choice. Reaching. 5, 3, last one here, and release. We're going to take some slow neck rolls. You can hold your chair, keep you stable here as we're moving our neck around and around. Nice job. Going slow so we don't hear any popping in the neck. One more this direction. And when you get to the top, nice big inhale and then just switch directions with those neck rolls. Nice job. Keep that beautiful breath going. One more here. Beautiful. Coming back center when you're feeling ready. We're going to go right back into those jogs here or walk. You can hold your chair or stay seated and just lift those knees. Beautiful. Nice job. We're going to do this the rest of class. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We're just going to walk the whole, 20 minutes. Just keep walking. I'm just kidding. That would be a really boring class. Stand here and hear the tap on the floor. Just kidding. All right. We're going to come to center. Last thing we're going to do, because we're already standing, because remember I like to keep you standing, sit, and then we don't do the back and forth, okay? But we're going to work on our balance this morning. I like to call this a star, but there's lots of options, okay? So you can take your foot out right here, and if this is where you want to stay, staying seated is an option as well, okay? If you want to make your star bigger, you lift your leg, and it doesn't have to look like mine, okay? It can be lower to the ground. Or you can do a baby star. Yep, you hold your chair. So we just want to focus on some balance here. So don't do anything that feels unstable for you. Keeping your toe on the ground, maybe this is just enough where you want to be. Maybe you want one leg on the floor. See how we have lots of options here. You could also hold the chair with both legs and just lift up a leg. Beautiful, nice work, Meredith. Keep going. Hold your core, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And release. Shake it out. Maybe your legs start to feel a little, your hip, right? Balance is so good for us. Why? Yeah, thank you. We don't want you to fall. If you do fall, the hope is that we're doing all this strength so you'll heal faster or hopefully not even break anything, right? You'll fall, but you're strong enough that nothing bad will happen, right? All right, we're going to take it to the other side. So again, starting, maybe you just point your toe. Maybe this is where you want to be. Maybe you're holding the whole time. Maybe the arms go up. Maybe we do a baby star. Beautiful, maybe a full star. You can play, or give your neighbor a high five. There you go. Nice job. Just squeeze and release. How did that feel? Good? All right. We're going to slowly come back to our chairs. to finish out our section. I'm going to turn this way so people at home can see me. Kind of. I don't feel like I'm ever going to get that figured out where you all can see me and they can see me the right way. So we're going to do some arm stuff this morning. So we're going to start with biceps, but this time I want you to put your palms down on your lap. So we're going to work what we call a reverse bicep. So lots of times we do it this way. We're going to work our biceps a little different and our forearms, okay? So sitting nice and tall in your chair, feet are going to be flat on the floor, and you're just going to lift your arms up and release. Nice job. Inhale up, exhale down. Nice job. And release. And release. If you want, after this, I'm going to Orange Sky to do a bar class right after this. I just keep it going. It's a train that just won't get off the track, right? Keep going. Nice big breath work. Nice job. Take it as slow as you need to. I encourage you to always take it with your breath, not mine. So inhale up, exhale down. Nice job. One more here. And release. Maybe roll out the shoulders. This movement can kind of start to work the shoulders, right? Nice work. All right, we ready for the next one? Arms are going to go out wide, like a wide bicep curl here. And we're just going to reach them up. So squeezing at the top, making sure that your spine is nice and long. And you're still thinking about that core as you inhale the weight up. Nice job. Beautiful. Keep working. Biceps are a bigger muscle, so we work them a little longer because they take a little longer to heat up. Nice job. 4 more, and then we're going to hold this, and I'll show you what we're doing next with these biceps. 2, and last one. You're going to hold them at that 90 degree. 90 degree. You're going to reach and then pull those arms behind you like you're pulling your shoulder blades. So you might have to sit up in your chair a little bit more. So just pull them back. There you go. Nice work. Pull them in. Maybe fist bump your neighbor with your weight.
Please don't.
It'd be your knuckles. You wouldn't hit the weight. Nice job. Out and pull it in. Working that mid-back. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Yeah, that one, right? It's working your shoulders because you got to hold it in this 90 degree a while. Even though you're moving it, those traps up here start to talk to you. So definitely roll them out. If you need to roll your wrists out because we've been holding those weights, you can, do a little open and close, roll your wrist around. Nice work. All right. So to move on, and you might have to move forward a little bit, we're going to pull our arms in real close, and we're just going to lift our elbows up, pull them back in close. So lift and lower. Nice job. Inhale up, exhale, pull it in. So we're working again our shoulders, but should be working your back, feeling that in your, can't even think of it, shoulder blades. I couldn't think of the word. Pulling. Nice job. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Shake it out. Nice job. Okay, we're going to work our chest now. So you're going to want to pull those weights in. It's just like a chest press. So just push forward, pull it back in. Push and release. Nice job. Think about that core. It's definitely squeezing, working for you. Take breaks when you need it. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, take a break. We're going to take a whole break here. Who's got a joke? Meredith, you got a joke for our break?
Yeah, let me think.
Okay.
Break will be over. Sorry, Meredith. That's kind of mean.
Well, that was the funny part last time.
I don't usually tell religious jokes, but this little boy, or this lady was having an affair, and they were upstairs in the bedroom, and the car drove in. She said, "That's my husband. Quick, get in the closet." So he got in the closet, when she shut the door. So he's sitting there in the dark, and pretty soon a voice right beside him said, "It's dark in here." He said, "Who are you?" He says, "That's my mother." He says, "I'm going to scream." No, he said, "I'll give you $1. No, I'll give you $5. No, well, all I have is $40. I'll give you that. Okay. So then the next week or two, the mother noticed he had some money and he wouldn't tell her where he got it. So she says, "I'm going to take you to confession and then you'll have to say where you got it." So she took him to the church and she said, "Now you walk down the aisle to where the minister is and he'll tell you what to do." See? So he walked down and sat beside the minister. He says, "I understand you have something you want to tell me." He says, "It's dark in here." And the minister said, "Now let's don't start that again."
Terrible. That's a good one. I'm going to have to tell my husband that one. It's funny. Ah, that's a good one. That's not where I thought it was going at first. Thought it was going to be a totally different joke. When you said closet, I was nervous there for a minute. All right. Are we ready now that our joyful heart is worked out? All right. So we are going to do, we're going to add our legs here into this workout. So we're going to do a little lift and alternate those legs. So just lift. Hopefully at home you got to hear Meredith's funny joke. I have the mic all the way up. Nice job. Lifting into those shoulders. Nice job. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, release. Shake it out. Shake it out. Okay, I'm going to scoot myself because we have these. You'll be fine. So we're going to do lateral raises, and I'm going to add a step out. So we're just going to step out with a lateral raise. Out. And it doesn't have to be super deep. Try not to hit. We should have moved you apart, huh? I didn't think about that. Don't hit your neighbor. Well, I wanted you to be closer today so you could hear me. This is better, right? When you're so far away, I feel like it's hard to hear me. So this is better. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. So we're going to go back into our biceps here, but we're going to sit nice and tall in our chair. And instead of the way we started, we're going to have our palms up and just come into a normal bicep curl here. But you know me, I like to add on. So this is not where we're staying. This is where we're starting. Nice job. Squeeze it up. Beautiful. Inhaling up, exhaling it down. Let's do 6 more, and then we're going to add on a little fun thing here for our last little burn. Yeah. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it right here. We're just going to move those weights in. So you're keeping your arms. Don't worry about if you can't touch them, but you're just trying to. Yep. Bring them in, and your arms are staying lifted, so the shoulders are talking, right? They're talking to you. Beautiful. Uh-huh. Now hold closer and just tiny little lift. Just a little bit. Lift. Lift. So we're coming into almost like a shoulder press, but this direction, right? So everything's burning, right? Yeah. Everything's burning. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It's working. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're working lots of muscle groups there. You'll feel it right here in that shoulder, keeping it closer, and then just, I'm not letting you go full range, which is where the burn comes in, because we're only just little movement, okay? So good. You guys did so good. You ready for more? Or are we ready for cool down? I'm just kidding. It's cool down time. I could torture you some more, but that wouldn't be very nice of me. All right. Plus, I'm still kind of in vacation mode. This thing today has been the vein of my existence. It has dropped like 1,000 times today. Okay. We ready? We ready? All right. You can set those weights down. Let's do, yeah, shoulders.
The day off, this afternoon off, John. I need the afternoon off.
She's not, I'm not doing anything. She's like, my shoulders are tired. What you're gonna have me do yet, but she's off the clock is what she said. She's punching out. Well, the shoulders can, you know, what's funny is you just miss a little bit of time, right? And then it's quickly, it sets in. That's why I knew being gone on vacation was gonna come back to haunt me. But sometimes your body needs a break. And your mind.
We went to yoga, so it had.
Good. I'm glad you went to yoga. That is good. I said I was going to do yoga or something on the beach, and I didn't. But I saw this mom every day in her stroller running down the beach, and I was like,
She probably lived there.
I know, but I was like, oh, you're making me feel terrible about myself as I'm on the beach with a beer.
Let me get another dog.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, geez. Oh, nice job. Switch directions whenever you feel like it. And sometimes I like to just kind of roll my neck side to side as I'm rolling out my shoulders. That's kind of nice too. Stretches don't have to look the same for everyone. It's nice to listen to your body. Oh. Let's take our left ear, left shoulder kind of here, but then look down. So as you come over, then just slightly look down. Feel that stretch in that neck. Hopefully, really try to keep your shoulders relaxed when you're in this stretch. Don't keep them up tall. That's part of the stretch. Just there you go. Just relax them down and let your body feel that side stretch there. And exhale, come up. We're going to go to the other side. So start just side and then gently look down at your pretend pocket. Breathe in to the stretch. And slowly come up. Let's take our gaze up to the ceiling. Again, let those shoulders roll down and back. Nice job. Slowly come back to neutral. Let's give ourselves some love. So just kind of swing out your arms and then switch which arm you have on top. So left and then right. Nice job. Beautiful. Hold the next one, whatever arm you have on top, and just really round your spine. Work out any kinks that you might be feeling this morning. Visualize giving yourself some gratitude for showing up for you. This is your time. It's a very important time. And release. Switch that arm you had on front. So this time it's my left over my right. Last moment here to really soak up all the goodness that you just gave your body. Visualize it. Give your body thanks. And release. My cheesy little thing, you know what's happening. We're gonna scoop up some love for ourselves and our body. So nice big inhale. And exhale, heart center. Release. Give yourself some gratitude. So important. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This was a good class, big class again. Yay! I will be back I'll be online on Friday. So if you want to tune in online, I'm at home. And then Monday and Wednesday, we're back in. Monday and Wednesday next week, I'm here. So.
And you start early.
Can I take these?
He always thinks I start early. I do not. 9:15 to 10, 10:15 to 10:45, 11 to 11:30. Took me a long time to figure all that out, but it is online at home. I just kept thinking, why do I keep messing up this time?
That is a lot.
Thank you, everyone at home. I will be online on Friday morning. Hope to see you there.